Hi guys, and welcome to Carol's Universe, tarot readings from the heart. So today's reading is your Law of Attraction 2015 year ahead reading, and this is for the zodiac sign of Gemini. So I'm going to very quickly, Gemini, explain to you what the Law of Attraction is. That's just for those of you who don't really know much about the concept. The Law of Attraction is a belief system whereby what you are living, the situations that you are living every day, the type of scenarios that you encounter on a daily basis, weekly basis, yearly basis, monthly basis, the people that we have around us in our lives, the people that we encounter on a regular basis, the type of interactions and relationships that we have are all based on what we are feeling, what we are thinking and what we are acting. So more to the point, it's the energy that you put outside to the universe is essentially what you attract back. So just to give you a scenario, if you are always worried about money, and say for example you're on a low wage and you know you get paid monthly, and by the end of the month when you get paid paid your wage, you've got nothing in there, and you keep saying to yourself, I've never got any money, I've never got any money, I'm never going to have any money. More than likely you're never going to have any money, because you've already expressed that intention out to the universe, whether it's by default or whether it's, I don't think anybody would deliberately express an intention not to have money, but it's usually by default. The fact that you turned around and you said, I've never got any money, why haven't I got any money, I'm fed up of never having any money, you're saying things in a very negative tone. So your intentions and your expressions of how you are living on, it's not a case of saying I don't have any money at the moment but I will do. It's a case of saying I'd never have it. And the way that you express stuff really is what you actually get back. So that's exactly what you're going to live. So in a nutshell, the Law of Attraction is all about what we attract in to our lives is what essentially we put out there. And really the ethos of it is to be a vibrational match to your desires, to the things that you want. So if you're positive, even if your situation in reality isn't looking so positive, if you can try and feel positive throughout, no matter whether your life is going great or whether it's not so great, it simply means that you will allow yourself the scope then to attracting more positive conditions for yourself. But if you're always negative, or you're always thinking about the pessimistic side of life or the downside of life, then essentially that's what you're going to be getting into your life, because you're the one. I thought to myself, I have, for my birthday I was bought these Law of Attraction cards. They're tarot cards and they're based on the principles of the Law of Attraction. So these cards really kind of denote what you could be potentially attracting into your life, okay, for 2015. I've done it for 2015 because I really wanted to do it as an overview, potentially for some of you guys who might be wondering why your lives are a certain way or wanting to attracting something better. And the Law of Attraction also talks about two types of creators. One is the deliberate creator, whereby we deliberately put intentions out in the universe, okay, with all our might, with all our force, with all our truth, with all our love, and we then attract things back to us that really kind of replicate that really kind of mirror those intentions, that truth. A creator that creates by default, this is the second type of creator, will really just sort of live their life on an everyday basis, not really realising what they're attracting in, or, you know, they're not really kind of self-aware to how they're feeling. They're just going about their life feeling a certain way, and whether it's good or whether it's bad, they're attracting in conditions, again, that mirror their feelings. If it's stuff that they don't want to attract in, that they're attracting, usually you've attracted it by default. You've just kind of done stuff and then it's gone out into the universe and you've attracted it back. And really these readings that I'm going to be doing, your year ahead, your Law of Attraction tarot readings, are really for two reasons. The wrong reason is for those of you who find that life might be a little bit of a struggle, it's really to say that if anything comes up in these cards that resonates with you, that makes you think, oh, this sounds like me, I could possibly attract that in 2015 because this is how I've been feeling for such a long time. This will really give you the tools and the help to kind of change your mindset around and really kind of try and change situations around for yourself so that you have the ability to attracting things for yourself that you want. For those of you who are deliberate creators, and if stuff comes up in here again that you resonate with, it will show. So I hope that that explanation makes sense to you guys. And I'm going to start the reading now. What I've done is I've shuffled the cards as usual, and from the top I've picked consecutively 4 cards. One to represent, card 1 that represents from January to March, what the universe is trying to tell you from January to March. The second will be from April to June. The third will be from July through to September. And the fourth one will represent what the universe is saying to you in October and December. So really these readings, the Law of Attraction Tarot readings, are expressing the universe speaking to you and saying what you could potentially be attracting in and how you can go about turning a situation around, or even sort of heightening your vibration with that. So here we go. And pardon me if I look down at my notes, because I'm not too familiar with these cards. They are relatively new, so I'll be looking down at my notes, the notes that I've made on the cards, and sort of talking to you towards the camera at the same time. So Gemini, for January to March, we have the Chariot card. And this comes under the name Dynamism, okay? So you're going to be feeling... The universe says, this isn't so much about what you're feeling, but this is really a card it's saying to you, because it's a major arcana card, that you need to kind of really take action. Okay, there's the card. You need to take action. The universe is saying, act immediately and concretely if you want to make your dream come true. Take the first step immediately and within a few hours of experiencing your desire. Okay, so you've got to act immediately. If there is a desire that you have, this card is saying, the universe is saying to you, put that intention out to the universe and start the ball rolling immediately. Don't procrastinate. Don't wait around for a miracle. The ball is in your court. You've got to be the driver of the chariots, okay? There isn't some ghost driver in this chariot. Someone's driving this forward. They're really moving that chariot. They really want to win this race. They really want to get to their goal. They really want to get to that place. And that's what the universe is saying to you guys. It's saying that in between January and March, for some of you guys, there might be desires that you've got. There might be things that you want to manifest. And if there are things that you want to manifest, and there are goals that you have, and there are desires that you have, with every inch of your might, you must act immediately on them, okay? You must act immediately. You must start the ball rolling. You must start driving that, racing that chariot. You must start going forward with it. Don't procrastinate, okay? It says within a few hours of expressing your desire. Okay, so if you've got a desire, if you've got a wish, if there's something that you want to manifest, if there's something that you want to do, if there's a goal that you have in between January and March, put your intention out to the universe. Say, universe, I would like to manifest such and such and such, and then get to work with it. Because as soon as you put that intention out to the universe is already working in your favour. But the universe can't match how you don't feel. Okay, so if it's a desire that is kind of just a thought in your head, and you put the intention out but you don't do anything in order to manifest it, then how are you going to have it come true? Do you see where I'm coming from? Even if you said to the universe, I want to win $10 million, you've got to go out there and you've got to buy the lottery ticket. Do you see where I'm coming from? It's that kind of thing. If you say to the universe, I want to start this business up in makeup, then you've got to start to get onto the internet and start researching it. So it's really saying that if your desires and your goals and the things that you want to manifest between January and March, or even really all year round, if this doesn't happen for you in January and March, if you don't feel that oomph to do something, then it can be any time of the year, but especially this is for January and March. If you are looking to manifest anything, then you have to take the steps to start trying to manifest that. Because when we start taking steps to manifest the desires in our life, the universe just comes back and it matches us, okay? Because then you're on that vibrational wavelength with the universe. You're not here and the universe there. You're both in sync. So this is saying you need to be in alignment. You need to start to, because what happens is that when we have a desire and we put it out to the universe has to catch up with us. The universe can't catch up with your desire, and it can't catch up with you if your feelings are still dormant. Because then the universe stays dormant. You need to be ahead of the universe so the universe can catch up with you. Okay? So if you're ahead of the game and you've got a desire, a wish, something that you want to fulfill between January and March, the universe is simply saying to you through this Chariot card, you need to you need to race ahead, you need to get ahead of the race, and then the universe is going to start to catch up with you. Within minutes, within hours, within seconds of expressing that desire, you need to start that ball rolling. Then for April and June we have the Death card. And the universe picked this card out because this is, in the universe terms, called change, okay? And it says, be willing to change your mentality and your habits in order to make your dreams come true. If one road leads to nowhere, take another one. So to me, this is kind of like a double meaning, and it really matches in with this card, the Chariot. The Chariot is all about driving forward. It's fast. It's driving yourself forward. It's moving ahead. It's really going for it, okay? If you've watched any of those old films, you know, the old sort of biblical films where there's a chariot race, or if you've seen something like Gladiator, you know, the people in the chariots are always riding so fast. They want to get ahead. They want to get ahead of their opponent. They want to get ahead of something. You know, they want to get somewhere. They want to win that race. So for any of you guys, if you find that in 2014 you've been feeling rather dormant, rather kind of quiet, rather kind of like just like this, you need to be going like this. Do you see what I mean? You've got to be able to embrace change, and you've got to be able to change your mentality, because when you change your mentality, what happens with these two cards is that if your mentality has been rather silent, rather dormant, you need to kind of start to put it into first gear, second gear, third gear. Do you see what I mean? Because you're in this chariot now, you're racing ahead. You need to start, you've expressed your desires, so you need to start working on them immediately. Don't leave it, don't procrastinate, don't wait. What are you waiting around for? Get moving with it. Whether you got money or not to make something happen, if you want to get a business set up, okay, and you keep saying, oh, I don't have the money to do it though, find another way. Okay, this is what this card is saying as well, the Death card. If one road is leading to nowhere, then find another one. So say, for example, you wanted to set up a business and it wasn't really happening because you were finding that you were having monetary problems, okay? There is all sorts of ways to skin a cat. So you might not have the funds at the present minute to get that business set up, but you can do your research, okay? You can get something started. You can look at another path. What's the other ways that I can try and get this started? Maybe I'll phone the suppliers and see if they'll do stuff on credit. Do you see what I mean? Maybe I'll start a YouTube channel to raise funds. Maybe I'll start this up. Maybe I'll try this. Maybe I'll try that. Maybe I'll ask this. Maybe I'll ask that. So it's all about changing your mentality. What the universe is saying to here is you need to come and kind of get alive, you know. You need to change your mentality on things. Because when you change your mentality, and when you're willing to change, and when you're willing to transform the way that you do things and the way that you think of things, that's when you start moving ahead. So the universe is saying to you, come on, move. This is about movement. This is all about movement. You need to move. And one of the ways that we move in our lives is by changing the way that we actually think. As I've said, the universe also said, if one road leads to nowhere, take another. So if you find that you've hit a brick wall with one idea, then take another road with something. Because there's all sorts of ways to skin a cat. Lots of ways. Lots of ways to get you what you want, to make your dreams manifest. But you've got to do it. This is what these two cards are saying. You've got to do it. You've got to change your mentality and you've got to move. It's as simple as that. Between July and September we have the Eight of Chalices, and again this is so interesting because this is all about moving away as well. This represents the Eight of Cups in the traditional tarot, and this is called opportunity in the Law of Attraction tarot, and this says profitable dealings and opportunities must not be underestimated in making your dream come true. The end of one relationship and the beginning of a much better one. So for some of you guys, it could be that you're moving out of something. This would tie in really well with the Death card. Again, change, transformation, the ending of an old road, the ending of an old thing in order to bring something that's much more lucrative and happy and better in for yourself. Rebirth, reinvention. So really what the universe is saying between July and September is, number one, there could be profitable dealings on the cards for you between those 2 months. You could attract that in, but that would come with the change in your own mentality. Okay? I mean, if we look at the cards as a whole storyboard, the expression of a desire, getting to work on it immediately between January and March, because you want to attract in those changes. The changes in your mentality between April and June. Okay, if one road has led to nothing for you in whatever the desire is, then take another one. Bloody hell, you're still breathing, you're still alive. Where there's life, there's hope. Take another road, you know. Change. Be willing to change your mentality and your habits, okay? So if you're in a habit of doing something, the same old thing all the time, you're not really going to get anything different if you're going to be consistently doing the same old thing. And that's what I was speaking about changing our vibrations, being more vibrationally aware, okay? Creating our realities by deliberate intentions, okay? Being a deliberate creator, okay? Sometimes when we create by default, we have habits. We continue doing the same thing all the time. What's the saying? I think it's something along the lines that if you always do what you always did, you'll always get what you always got. Do you see what I mean? So that's where your habits come in. If you're always doing the same habit, whether that's kind of, you know, being really dormant about stuff, being a defeatist, being kind of, I can't do this, being like, oh, it's too much hassle, or it's too much struggle, or I'm tired, or I'm fed up with the fight, or I'm, you know, all of those defeatist kind of words, you're not really going to get anywhere in your life because you've already lost before you even started to win. So this is all about the chariot racer is a winner. He's a winner. Look at him. Look at him go. Look how fast, look how determined he is. Can you guys see that? Sorry about my nail polish, it's a bit chipped, I've got to change it. But yeah, can you see? Can you see that? How fast he is. He's got this face on him, he's determined. It's about determination. You want something to happen in your life, you've got to be determined and you've got to be motivated. The chariot card is all about motivation. As soon as you've got something going in your head in January and March, you've got to do something. Snap, 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 snap. Be snappy. Do it. Get onto it. Don't wait. Don't procrastinate. What are you waiting around for? Get on with it. This is what this card is saying. If you're that determined to make a change in your life, you've got to make a start. And you've just got to get it rolling. Just get it going. Get it going. Don't wait around. You are the miracle. Don't wait around on a miracle. You are the miracle. Yeah? The death card, changes in your mentality. Change your habits. Change your old ways. Start new ways. Yeah? If one road has led to nothing, then try another road. But don't wait around. This is all about transformation and the transformation in you. The Eight of Chalices, walking away from something that doesn't serve you. Okay? Profitable dealings. You'll get your profitable dealings. This is what the universe is saying. You can attract in profitable dealings and opportunities. Don't underestimate them. Okay? In making your dream come true. So even if something doesn't look like it's kind of going to yield something immediately, look into it. Because in the long run, it might yield a lot for you. Okay? But your profitable dealings, these good things can only be attracted in your life once you start to change your mentality and once you start to move. Okay? The end of one relationship and the beginning of another. If we look at this as a storyboard, you're moving. You're changing your mentality and your habits. And it's the end of something that wasn't working before and the beginning of something that's a lot better for you. And finally, between October and December, the universe sent the card Ace of Chalices. This is the Ace of Cups, and this card comes under happiness. If your dream is linked to your emotions, you will certainly succeed. So if it's a dream that really makes you feel like, yeah, I want to do it. Yeah, this makes me feel so good. When I visualise how it's going to be, when I visualise how it's going to, you know, make me a success, I get excited. I get so excited. When I visualise how it's going to change my life, when I visualise living in that big house, when I visualise having that lovely car, when I visualise making my friends and my family so happy, when I visualise being able to give my mother all the things that she didn't have before, when I visualise, you know, being able to take a nice holiday, being able to take a nice rest, when I visualise getting that residual income in, you know, when I visualise having a wonderful team of people working for me or working within a wonderful team of people, when I visualise having that love, that great love affair in my life that is everlasting. Do you see where I'm coming from? When I visualise these things, when it stirs my emotion and it makes me feel great to be alive and it makes me feel so motivated, that's when you get your success. Because it's linked to passion. It's linked to passion, and when we put passion out into the universe, and when we put happiness, and when we put good expectation, and when we put all of those lovely things out into the universe, it can't fail. That's not to say there won't be bumps along the road. I'm not saying that. But in the long run, it can't fail. It can't fail. Because it's what you want. And when you really go for it, and when you really like feel so good about the dream that you have, and when your dream is linked to your emotions, in other words, when your dream makes you feel good, that's when you can't fail, because you are a success. When something makes you feel so good and so alive, and when it's so right, that's when it's a success. So guys, the universe, I believe, through this reading for 2015 is saying to you, most of all, two things: motivation and change. Motivation with the Chariot. Get off your ass and get motivated. If you have a dream, don't sit back and wait for it to happen. You have to make those changes. Express your intention to the universe. Universe, I would like to manifest this. And put it out there. If it's something that you really want, that you're really passionate about, put it out there. It doesn't matter what it is. As long as it's not hurting anyone, obviously. It doesn't matter what it is, okay? You want to get your own business up and running. You want love in your life. You want to get a really good career together. You want to do something. You want to go on a course. Whatever it is you want to do that benefits you. Put your intention out to the universe. That's what this card is saying. And then act on it. Because energy without action serves no purpose. You've got to act. You've got to act on your desires. You've got to start something in the real world. The law of attraction is based on magic. A lot of it is based on magic. But you are the magician. You create the magic in your life. So act on it. Change your mentality and your habits if you want success. Okay? There's no point in putting an intention out to the universe in 2015 if you always did what you've always done. Okay? So for some of you guys, if you've been negative about situations in the past and you've said, this is never going to work out for me, or, you know, why am I always struggling, or why is this never going right? If you always have those habits of thought, if you're always saying, I want to do this, but you never do anything about it, you'll always get what you always got. So you have to be willing to change the way that you feel and the way that you think. So you have to try. You have to try. This is about transformation and change. Okay? If you've tried to get something out there and you've faced a brick wall, it's the universe is saying with the Death card, if one road leads to another, to nowhere at all, and you've been trying and trying and trying, leave it. Take another road. There's all sorts of ways to success. The Eight of Chalices. Between July and September, there could be a lot of profitable dealings coming your way. Okay? A lot of good stuff coming your ways. Even if stuff doesn't look so good at first, it's going to help your dream to come true. Okay? So even if you're getting something starting up, okay, you're getting something started up and you have to go and take an evening job in McDonald's and it doesn't look so good, but you know you can earn money from it in order to make your dream come true, then don't completely disregard it, because it could help. It's up to you, obviously, but don't, what I'm trying to say is, don't completely disregard opportunities that come your way because you're too proud to take it, or because you just think, oh, I don't really want to do that, because it could help your dream to come alive. Okay? This card also talks about new beginnings, a better way of life, better than before. But you're only going to bring new beginnings in if you move your ass, and if you're willing to change the way that you've been living. You're willing to change the old habits, the old ways of thinking. And then finally, between October and December, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Chalices. If your dreams are linked to your emotions, if they're linked to the way that you feel, if they make you feel alive, if they make you feel passionate, you're going to have a lot of success with it potentially between those months. On a whole, you're going to have a lot of success, the universe is saying, through 2015. But this is dependent on you. Okay? The universe is not there just to conjure up a load of magic just for you if you're just sitting on your ass. It can't do that, because you are the magic. You are the creator of your reality. Your vibration has to be a match to what you want. Okay? So if you're passionate about something, you can be a very, very, very big success. But this is dependent on all of these other things. Action, change, new beginnings, motivation, When you put all of these things together, the action, movement, energy, change, you have a recipe for success, passion. But you are the driver. You are the driver of your life. So you got to move it ahead. Guys, that's your reading, your Law of Attraction 2015 reading for the year ahead, 2015 obviously. It's a very good reading, that is, but a lot of it, as I've said, is dependent on you. You've got to make those changes. You've got no choice. If you've got an idea, if you've got anything you want to do starting from January, move your ass and do it. Don't just think the thought and then sit down and expect it just to manifest. That's not the way that the Law of Attraction works. You've got to start to drive things ahead for yourself. Guys, I will see you on your next reading. This is your Angel 2015 Year Ahead Message Tarot reading. And I'll speak to you soon. Take care.